that basketball arena should be ashamed of themselves giving Shanae Shields a bunch of chicken wings to eat in front of the cameras like that. She looked highly uncomfortable. You should accommodate her and give her something that she's accustomed of eating. Like this. You know what I'm saying? And she could wash it down with toilet water with 3 cubes of ice. Come on, give her something that she normally eats. Don't embarrass her like that. You know, don't embarrass the woke like that. Anyway. Yo, let me say it like this. All right, folks. I know that Shanae Shields, topic is interesting, but I think that's being a little bit too much. We're getting people that's being a little bit too much. People getting carried away. Now we're gonna be talking about what she eats in the arena. No, it's not that serious. There's more stories to tell. I mean, look, there's more to look forward to. As a matter of fact, there's nothing to look forward to. She haven't announced a fight. But we could be talking about potential fights, potential breakup. There's a lot of things that's going on. There's a lot of stories, you know what I'm saying? Like rumor. People are saying that alleged that she's doing her trainer, and Andre Durrell. I don't know about that. It's alleged. I'm just reporting the news, We saw what Jay the Boxer did say, that she had, basically a romantic relations with 4-division world champion, 2-division lineal champion, and Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? He had his foot right in, he took his foot right out, he had his foot right in, and he shook it all about. He do the hokey pokey, and he turned that bitch around, and that's what it's all about. He was hokey pokey, that, I don't know. But anyway, then there's people that saying that, is he breaking up with Remy Ma's husband? I don't know. I'll tell you like this, man. And I said it throughout my live yesterday. I think that the dude is heartbroken. I don't know. I don't know how somebody could be comfortable with a weirdo like that. I don't know. I mean, I think he's heartbroken. He's grieving. Of course, 15, 16 years of marriage. I don't think, look, he's just leaning on somebody's shoulder, and probably Shanae Shields' shoulder was the closest thing. She was the one that's probably going to be listening to his sad stories, and just like she's vulnerable, but the type of breakup that he had, probably he's vulnerable. That's why he's vulnerable, and then he probably didn't want to go into deep with her, right? But then when it really got public, and probably Remy was like, man, stay with that chick. Stay upstairs with that chick, man. I ain't gonna call you an Uber to come back home. Nah, I ain't gonna stay with that chick. And they like, nah, baby, you know what I'm saying? I was just mad, you know what I'm saying? I was just heartbroken, you know what I'm saying? When people are heartbroken, sometimes they go out and they do something with somebody just for the moment. And I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. That's what it is. Because I just don't see nobody. I can't see a dude taking this woman serious, to be honest, bro. I can't see that. I mean, if she a weirdo, you gotta be a weirdo too. You know what I'm saying? If she delusional, you gotta be delusional as well. I didn't think the brother was like that. I think, him being with Rasputia, man, has and look, like I said before, I think that people, when he was going through that breakup or the separation or whatever you want to call it with his wife, right? I think that it was like 50-50. A lot of people gave him the benefit of the doubt because, of course, the way that he stood by her when she had her downs and stuff like that. And, he was highly respected in the relationship, and people, female and males was like, yo, this guy is a good dude. He does something that a lot of dudes wouldn't do. He would tolerate, you know what I'm saying? Sacrifice the time and all that. But you go from a human to an abnormal human. I don't know. Now people questioning you. Now people are actually looking at you and be like, no wonder that Remy ain't left this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because at least you should have been respecting yourself. At least stay single or move on to somebody that, an ex will be like, damn, he leveled up. He got somebody, you know what I'm saying? You go tamper with the ego or something. You went from Remy to that. Man, that could make look, when you don't elevate or evolve from your ex, whether it was a good person or not, whatever, your ex feels like, yo, they did the right decision not to be with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to go around and get people jealous after you break up. No, but I'm just saying everything is an elevation. You know what I'm saying? Everything is an elevation. You got to evolve with somebody that is kind of better. That's why you broke up, right? You know, I don't know, man. I'm not no relationship expert. But if I was somebody's therapist and they want my opinion or something like that about their relationship, I would not recommend you going out with somebody like that or aligning yourself with somebody like that. Because when you with somebody, man, your significant other, man, they represent you, whether you like it or not. And she ain't gonna be representing me. Hell no. She's an embarrassment. She loud, obnoxious, delusion, narcissistic. Man, you want something like that? Come on, man. Come on, Remy Ma's husband. Wake the F up.